The Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode number 91. I am Nick, your host. With me to my right is Joel, my co host.
Yo,
Gina couldn't make it on today, but today, before we even get started to the topic, subscribe to us on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube. Follow us on all our platforms if you're not following us already: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere
yes,
that we could
sir.
be found. 91 episodes in, almost at 100. Damn. Damn, I can't believe it. It's almost at 100.
Almost
Almost at
100,
triple.
bro.
Right there.
It's
Nine
crazy.
more episodes away.
Yup, that's a
It's
fact.
pretty insane. Pretty insane. But, anyways, last week, if you listened to last week's episode, we briefly talked about this white rabbit stuff going on in WWE right now. It's been going on for a few weeks now. The person, whoever it is, has not debuted yet. But we want to talk more about it because it's like we were just talking about this before we recorded, Joel. It's
Yeah.
like really getting on your nerves. It's
Listen, if this is a letdown, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Like, basically, if it's not Wyatt, it has to be something phenomenal that's gonna change my mind
hey
on
Jay,
being
stop. Oh, no.
on being down with this white rabbit shit because yo, they keep doing the QR code. They keep sending you to different things. They did the 923 just so they could get their fucking ratings up.
hmm
Um,
They did. They
they did
did
the
one.
same thing for Monday
Yep.
that
Yep.
the coordinates was Alberta, Canada. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
listen, like I said, it better be phenomenal because if not, this is just a big letdown.
You know what was crazy about this week's QR stuff?
What?
That happened this week on Raw was like they had coordinates again, but it was like somewhere in Kentucky, even though there's no show coming up into Kentucky anytime soon. I think like the next,
Because people are looking too much into shit.
yeah, it's like, and then it said Wyndham, which is Wyatt's real name.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also said Corbin next to it, and I'm like, what? And that also could be nothing, and I could also be looking
It
way
could be
into
a
it.
lot of things because
Yeah.
last we saw of Corbin, he got into a limo, and we haven't
Mhm.
seen him since, right?
Exactly, exactly. I've been wanting this for happen to so long for to happen for so long. I want Lone Wolf Baron Corbin back on my television screen.
Yeah.
Whether he has long hair or not, I want to see Lone Wolf Baron Corbin on my television screen every week. That I wouldn't mind.
What a underrated theme.
It
Also,
was. Yes, and
no one
character
shows
too.
love to it. Yeah, and the matches he was putting on, people were just hating on him just to hate
Yeah,
because he was killing it.
he
Even in
was.
an NXT, he was killing it,
He wasn't
and
even
that's the
getting that much
reason
time.
why
Yeah.
he got called up, and the reason why he won the
Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant
right.
one, his
Yeah,
first match. Yeah. And then
so they were all in, and then just
I
fans
don't know
couldn't
what
get behind him. I don't know what it was, but even though him and Ziggler had great matches,
that was
yeah,
like
I
in the
don't
beginning
know.
of his SmackDown run, right? Like
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, and then yeah, I love that, but I think that was those were the clues for this week's Monday Night Raw QR codes, and I'm like, what if he's a part of it? What if he's like I'm not saying he is the White Rabbit.
that
That's
has
not what
something
I'm
to
saying.
do with him.
Yeah, what if he's like in the faction? If it's a
Yeah,
faction, because
I,
that's also what a lot of people are saying too. Is like it could be just a
a
faction.
faction. Yeah, what I need to happen is just to they need to let us know. They can't be sending me around every week, sending me on to a website, sending me to TikTok for a video, sending me to random ass sites. Just, just do it already. Like,
I
stop teasing me.
I know that it's
It's
gonna go on.
cool.
Yeah,
It's cool. It was cool until you gave a date and then did nothing. It was cool till you set like the location, people were looking into it, and you did nothing.
yeah.
So yeah, you
I'm not.
got
I think it's gonna whoever it is, it's gonna be revealed at Extreme Rules. I think so because it's
most
in a week
likely.
from Sunday. So
Yeah,
whatever happens this week on SmackDown or whatever happens next week on Raw and SmackDown, I'm not even gonna bother looking into it because
yeah,
whoever it is, like I said, most likely gonna wait till Extreme Rules. So we gotta wait till then, anyways.
yeah.
So I'm not even gonna bother looking more into that because
Also, shout out to Extreme Rules actually having like stipulations in their
I know,
matches. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to that because I.
I'm down with it. I'm
You know
down
what's
with it.
crazy about that? You know
What?
what's crazy about that? The
We shouldn't be having to ask for it.
no. Well, kind of part of it.
In an Extreme Rules pay-per-view, we shouldn't be having to ask for stipulations.
The first two matches that were announced for this year's Extreme Rules have more Extreme Rule matches than the last 2 years. Because
Wow.
last year's there were one match, and I think the year before also had one match
Yeah,
or
they
two
do like
matches.
the main event, and then it's not really like
Yeah,
they
and
use
it's like
tables.
yeah,
They
they
use tables.
use tables and like a chair shot, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like they're outside of the ring the
For
entire time.
that, don't tease me with the name Extreme Rules. Just name it another pay-per-view. Name it. Oh no, they're a faction now. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Judgment
Judgment
Day.
Day. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you can name it so many things. It doesn't. You can get rid of a pay-per-view. You do it all the time.
They did
You
TLC.
know?
They took that away. They were like, you know what? If we're not gonna do TLC matches, take it away.
Yeah, because they weren't having any TLC
Exactly.
matches. There's no really like. You can't just throw people in TLC matches if they don't match. You know what I mean? Like what was
Yeah,
cool with TLC is that if you matched up with the match, they put you in the TLC. You know what I mean? They
yeah,
wouldn't just say, "Oh, you know what? This is the main event of the pay per view." TLC match, and it's fucking Big Show versus John Cena. And it's like,
yeah.
what? You know what I mean? Like it's like makes no sense. So thank
Exactly.
goodness they got rid of that. Cool that they did the stipulation thing, but yeah, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I like that.
It's looking great so far. Next week we're doing our prediction episode. I'm so excited to talk more about
Yes,
that. That seems
sir.
very, very and highly anticipated to watch.
They're in
I'm
Philly,
actually
right?
excited. Yeah, because I
Okay,
think I'm pretty sure they're in Philly, and
makes
then
sense.
I think the next day they're in Brooklyn, I believe.
Brooklyn. Yeah. Did you see the ad for it?
The DX reunion.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there was one more of you.
Yeah, that's
I
not
feel
the
like there
company.
was yeah, I feel like there was two more of them too. Shout out to the homie China.
Yeah,
But yeah, how you gonna do a reunion
and then you're missing a guy.
with not the whole crew? And also, isn't a reunion every week? You're just adding X Pac because I feel like Triple H, Shawn, and Road Dogg are with each other all the time now. Like,
I mean, yeah, but
is
it's
it
just
really?
they're not on
I feel like every
television.
time they come
So
to Brooklyn, it's some type of reunion, and I'm like, I'm okay.
I feel like we're getting the DX one more often now. It's like I feel like it's every
Way
other.
more often. Guess what? We don't need it because it was cool when you guys were against authority figures.
Yeah,
Now, when we're celebrating you going against authority figures, being the authority figures, it's not as fun.
yeah.
I'm okay with it. Are you going to the Brooklyn show? No.
Nah, not going to that one. That didn't
Nah.
really sell me much on it. I'm like DX. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Like, what are they gonna? What's the? They're probably gonna have like
Who
a five
who
minute
y'all gonna
segment.
who y'all gonna mess with? What tag team are y'all gonna mess with and bury? Because last time was the revival.
Yes,
It wasn't. Was it them?
I think
No,
it
it was
was.
APA that did Ascension. Every time they bring back an old like group, they
I thought it
like
was
shit on a
Good
current
Brothers.
tag team.
Wasn't it Good Brothers? At
With what?
one point, they were burying DX. I feel like they
Yes,
had something to do with DX at one
yes.
point.
Then it was Good Brothers. Then for some reason I thought it was revival.
I think Revival must have done something. I'm not sure.
Probably because they
Yeah,
do a reunion every 2 years. So
exactly. And it's like
what's this time?
I'm gonna take a wild
Gotta be
guess.
25 because I'm 25. They started in 97, the year I was born. So I'm guessing
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm
it
like,
has to be 25.
yeah, must be.
So what was the last one? 20?
Hmm.
Or was it just because?
I
Oh
think it
no,
was
the
just the
raw,
25.
the
Yeah,
raw, the
yeah,
raw. Yeah,
yeah.
that they
That's what it
did
was.
that bullshit show in the
The
Manhattan Center, charged people hundreds of dollars for it, and gave them more dark matches. Yeah, at least you got
and
to see the Undertaker come out and say "rest in peace" and then leave 2 minutes later. So
then
it
everyone
was
just
worth it. It was worth it.
everyone put the too sweet sign for 2 seconds, and then that's it.
Yo, coolest moment of that night though.
You were there, weren't you? Or were you not
Nah,
there?
I didn't go to that one. I wanted to go to the Manhattan Center. Thank God I didn't.
Yeah, I think I.
Because I was gonna drop right on it. I was like, yo, this is dope. They never do this. Da da da. It would have been cool seeing like the click together and stuff.
Yeah,
It would have been cool for that day. You know what I mean? Like now
yeah,
they're like kind of older. I still respect them and stuff, but now it's like every time they get together, it's like it's a reunion. Um, But the best moment of that night was when the Miz beat Roman Reigns for the IC title,
Yeah.
and then showed up at the Manhattan Center.
Really?
He won at MSG and then showed up in the Manhattan Center.
I don't remember you showing up there.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't remember that
Yeah,
one.
it was a online exclusive. They didn't show it on TV.
Oh, they didn't. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't see that.
Miz hot. They even did they did kind of like a 24/7 kind of episode with the anniversary,
What do you mean
and
24/7 type episode?
um, they have that show on the network, right? That's what it's called, 24/7, right?
Like one of those documentaries.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
did a
Okay. Yeah.
documentary for that day, and then it shows him just winning, hopping in a black van, drove him through the city, drove him through all the way to Manhattan Center, and then
Wow.
he made his entrance. The place popped, which it probably wasn't supposed to, but the
Yeah.
place popped at Barclay when he won the title.
Yeah.
When he won the title, the place went crazy, and then when he showed up in Manhattan Center, shit got even more crazy because that's such a small arena. There's nowhere for the sound to go, so that place sounded like WrestleMania for him.
Yeah. I think any championship win as a
Oh,
babyface was like a big
hell yeah!
moment.
But I think wasn't he was the heel though. Roman Reigns was the babyface. Remember, he was with
But that was a time when no one really cared about Roman Reigns. I think anybody winning against him at that time was like a babyface moment, right?
Yeah, I guess
Because no one really liked him. That was a time when no one liked his character. No one was behind him.
when no one liked him, but like
Actually, no one liked him. Like,
actually, yeah, like no
Yeah.
one liked him, and they were trying hard.
trying hard to get us to like him, but it was like, nope, not happening.
I
No
said
one
from the jump, he should have been the guy that
been the heel.
that when he separated from them, just turned heel. He didn't have to be the guy to turn on the Shield, but when they all separate, he should have been the one to turn heel. He was still wearing the bulletproof vest.
He still came to the crowd. Same music as the Shield was.
Yeah,
Let's keep him heel. Like he had the heel look, and it's like it made sense.
exactly. They figured out he had the
heel
heel look 5 years later. That's when they decided. Maybe even more.
5 years. I think it was more. Yeah, I think it was more than that.
Yeah,
It was like
way more. Way more.
a
They
lot
figured it
more.
out
Like, yeah,
way
much more.
later on.
That was like 2014. Damn, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 8 years
Yeah.
ago.
And we just started accepting him 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Yeah, so
Yeah.
6 years ago. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
They waited 6 years for that moment. But the thing is, I think Ambrose would have been the perfect babyface, and he was. He was the great babyface then.
Yeah. But I still think he should have been the one to turn on the Shield.
Yeah.
Because I did feel like he was the leader. Was it us that talked about this recently? Okay.
I think we said that last episode too.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, I'm about to go on a tangent, but I was like, I think we talked about this.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he did that recently.
Yo, shout out to my son Moxley though. What a guy.
Oh yeah, shout out to Moxley. I fucking love Moxley.
Yeah, great ass match last night.
Against Juice, yes. I love
that. The juice is loose.
He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
I peeped that. I thought they announced it right before his match. Like I was reading it, I said, if he wins, he's definitely signed.
I was gonna say, like, if no matter what happens, are we gonna see like a graphic online soon? Are we expecting that soon?
What do you mean?
Like Juice Robinson is all elite graphic?
Probably down the line.
I was expecting, because I would think so, but then also like
he just said right now he's not waving the New Japan banner. So I'm not signing no more. Still repping Bullet Club.
That's what I was thinking too.
So it definitely means he's a free agent, but not really a free agent.
Yeah, like he's not planning to go anywhere.
Like I think he's gonna end up on Impact. That's where all the Bullet Club guys are.
Yeah, that's what I was
gonna think he's gonna end up on Impact.
I think that'd be cool. He was on Impact for a bit too, but
Finn. It was when he was doing the Finn Juice. Yeah,
Finn Juice,
right. That was the name of the group.
Finn
They attacked him. Yeah, I like Juice Robinson.
Dude, I fucking got awesome.
Oh man, I used to hate him.
Me too. I did not for a while. I never got the hype behind him. I was never behind him.
Never behind him. But then I was like, you know what? Once he started doing, once he was in New Japan and was killing shit, and then he became the U.S. Champ, I was like, yeah. Well, actually, no. When he was he U.S. Champ first or Tag Champ first? I think he was Tag Champ first. That's when I really started following him.
I started following.
But it was like recently. It wasn't like Then he combed out the dreads. Thank goodness. Well, cut it, and then now he's doing his thing with Bullet Club and
Yeah, I fuck with that because when he
killing it.
joined, I was like, "Yo, he's in." I'm like, I for some reason I always thought he was in, but then I'm like,
What,
when
Bullet
he,
Club?
yeah, but
Oh
I
no,
don't know
no, no.
why. I feel like he was
He
in
was
Bullet
always
Club before.
feuding with them.
Okay, because it was weird. I was like, when I saw that video, I'm like, it's cool, but it's like, wasn't he already in it?
Nah, yeah,
But then it
he was
must have been like
feuding
a
with them.
Mandela effect or something. I don't know.
Yo, facts.
But I was like,
There's
wait,
so much stuff that I think of, and I'll be like, whoa,
wasn't that happen? Did it happen
yeah,
recently? And
exactly.
then
It's
I'm like, what the fuck
crazy.
happened? But yeah, I always thought he was in it, and then like all of a sudden he joined. I'm like what? I could have sworn he was already in it, but yeah, ever since then I'm like, yo, I fuck with
Yeah,
Juice Robinson
and
heavily.
the match last night, there was moments I thought he had it. There was
Yeah,
moments I thought he had it.
and it was cool that they brought up that he was the only person since leaving WWE to beat Moxley twice.
He's the he's isn't he one of the two, or he beat him twice? Did I hear that wrong?
I don't I think I'm not
Maybe
sure
he
now that you
maybe
say that.
maybe you're right, because I thought they said he's one of the
But I
two
think now that you say that, I
that
think
are
they said that
undefeated
also last night.
against Moxley. That's why I'm like,
Maybe
because I was like
he's
they
both.
teased it, but
Maybe
they
he's
never
both.
like, yeah, maybe.
Like he's
Because I was
one
like
of two to beat
because I
him,
was
but
like,
then
why wouldn't you just say the other person's name? Why would you say it like that? But now that you said that, you might be right. I'm
I
not
think it's
100%.
both.
I'm not sure.
I think it's both. I think he's undefeated, like 2-0 against him, but then also one of the two people that also are undefeated against him, like multiple times.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
'Cause I that's what I saw first was that he's 2-0 against him, and then I think someone said that on commentary. I forgot who, but someone said that as well. What you said on
Yeah.
commentary. I'm like, oh, that's also cool.
Also, commentary dropped a bomb last night too.
Really,
A cash in? We changing the rules now? I
MJF
like
said that.
this.
MJF said that too.
MJF said it. I thought it was a mess up. Thought it
And
was a
they,
mess up because they haven't acknowledged it. We've talked about this for
yeah,
weeks. They haven't acknowledged it. They haven't said nothing. So he said that line when he was like, "I might cash in on the Coco Club or whatever," and then
yeah,
went into his suite and he's chilling there. And during the match, they say, "Well, MJF could cash in right now. He can really cash in whenever he really wants to.
yeah,
He has the title shot." And I said, "I like what we're doing here. I like it like that. I
yeah,
like I That's dope. I mess with that. I like the cash in idea of it."
yeah. I mean, it is cool. I mean, I've been saying that since day one. They should have. That's how they should have ended Grand Slam last week. I know people want to see the build up and they want to see the full gear match.
Wait,
I get it. Me too.
what you think they should have ended it with?
They should
The
have.
title change?
They should have had MJF enter the match,
Nah, they're saving it, bro.
but then he wins it,
They're either
and it's
saving it.
like
They're either saving it for next week, the anniversary show, or they're waiting for the pay per view.
I think what would be a great heel move for MJF is if like they have this build up full for full gear, but then they don't have the match happen. You know what I mean? It's like I want you at full gear,
Yeah,
but he doesn't say he wants to make it official to where we think that the match is happening, but then he goes, "No, never mind. I don't want it to happen anymore." And then he
yeah,
changes his mind, then he pulls out of the match, and he goes, "I can catch it in whenever I want. I don't have to have the match tonight,
yeah.
but
And he
technically I can."
plays off on it
Yeah,
very well. He could do that. That would be dope.
that would get him more heel. He like, oh, he made us sit through
He
this.
That guy I think has enough. But if you wanted to add more,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would get people pissed off to wait for that
Oh,
match.
most definitely.
It's like now it's like, oh, he's definitely because it seemed the way he's been talking recently. It's like I don't. He's making it seem like he doesn't want to wrestle much. Like he doesn't want to have a match.
No.
Like the only match he's had, I think, was next week
Yeah.
against Yuta.
Whoa.
That's a
Before,
great. I like that. His
yeah.
promo, by the way, Yuta's promo this past Wednesday, he went. That was a great promo. Great promo. The best promo I've seen from Yuta, in my opinion. I think you're frozen.
No, I'm not frozen.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
not frozen. That promo.
Yeah.
Wow. No. It was cool. But coming from Yuta, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not believable with him. I don't know. I like Yuta.
Yeah.
Don't give the guy a mic. Could let Regal talk for him. You know what I mean? Like, but he does what he does best. He wrestles great.
Yeah.
But his promos are just. It wasn't even the promo. I think it's just the way he like maybe delivers it, now I'm just like, yeah, Yuta, like, uh,
Are we? This is also what's happening next week, and what happened this past Wednesday. Do you think a little bit off topic? Do you think Daniel Garcia is joining Blackpool Combat Club? Are we inching towards that or no?
yeah, most definitely. Not yet though, but
Yeah,
most definitely. Now, what happened last night with Jericho? Very interesting. Because now I don't know
yeah.
what way they're going with this Ring of Honor champion.
You know what I was thinking
What?
about with this whole Daniel Garcia thing, and I know about the Chris Jericho match too, but with Daniel Garcia, like what I was thinking, I know it's gonna be one or the other, either JAS or Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
But what if like he doesn't join any of them? What if he doesn't join
And just stay
JAS?
solo?
Not even. What if like I'm just throwing this way out of the park? I know it's not gonna happen.
Way
Like
out the
in
park.
once in it's definitely not gonna happen. But what if he joins like Bullet Club?
Oh, well, that was
Yeah.
way out there. I thought you were gonna say like Dark Order or something. I was
Oh
like,
no, no, that's like I was thinking more Bullet Club because that's
Bullet
something that
Club.
like that's gonna be unexpected. What if
Yeah.
like we see like a Jericho
And,
Danielson
and he's
number
just
three?
like, yo, fuck both of y'all.
Yeah, and like
I'm out
out
of
of
here.
nowhere, he just like he's in the middle of the ring. He just pulls out the Bullet Club shirt in the middle, and then like
Yeah.
doesn't say a thing and just leaves. And then that's how it's usually done, right? It's an
What
unexpected moment.
what a turn.
Exactly.
Everybody would just be like, what?
Because
Like,
these Bullet Club announcements were like always out of the fucking blue. Like
yeah.
you never knew when it was coming.
They
So I
still are a little bit. They
yeah
still are random. It's
yeah.
just now not as many people follow New Japan as they did before.
And I think now, like I know some Bullet Club members are still wrestling in Japan, but what if there's like, more of them are now wrestling in the States?
Yeah.
Hikuleo just left Bullet Club not too long ago at a New Japan event.
Yeah. He went
What if
back
they
with
with
Tamatanga.
yeah? Then what if they added somebody now? That was a big loss, literally. This height, but like
Yeah.
that was a big loss in terms of star power. Add Daniel Garcia to it.
I still don't know why they did Tamatanga like that and kicked him out. But yeah, why not?
Yeah, they did that one at a random Impact show.
Yeah.
That was dirty. Like, no,
It was at the pay-per-view. It was
yeah,
them versus Good Brothers, and was kind of like accepting the Good Brothers back into the club
yeah.
and getting Tamatanga and I always forgot
Loa,
his, I always
Tongaloa.
yeah, I always forget his name. But yeah, it was to get them out of it and bring in the Good Brothers, and now Good Brothers are out here chilling,
And I
and
think they're
they're
free agents
still in
now.
New Japan.
They are. I thought they
Uh,
were free agents.
I think they are free agents, but I think they still hold titles there. I think
Really?
I,
Oh,
th- I think I, th- I think Carl
I.
Anderson is still the champion over there.
Oh yeah, I think
The
he's
never open weight,
yeah.
right?
They never opened it. Yeah,
Let's see. Hold on.
I knew it was one of the titles that didn't have a
Yeah,
weight class.
it's yeah, exactly. Let's see where they at. Where they at? The Good Brothers. First hand pops up. Are they still with Impact? Sorry, bud. Right now, let's see. Let's see. New Japan, New Japan. Yeah, open weight champion currently. And he talked about that recently.
What do you
Carl
say?
Anderson on interview. I saw. I think it was Sports Illustrated, I believe,
What do you say?
about him and Gallows ever splitting up.
Ooh, ooh. Do
I
you
don't
think
know.
they will ever split up?
I don't know. They complement each other so well. They're so
Yeah,
good
that's what I
as
was
a
gonna say.
tag team. Um, but who knows? Maybe one wants to do singles. Maybe they both want to do singles. You know what I mean? Maybe one wants to go to one company, one doesn't.
I
Could
mean,
be
yeah,
it could be like a Bobby Fish situation.
yeah. He's
First
now
of
in
all,
Impact.
hold
Yeah,
on.
he's now
First
in
of all,
Impact. I just
yeah,
saw
but
that.
he's not even contracted.
He's not. I thought,
Nah, he just showed up. I think
but he's on Impact. He just showed up in Impact again today, as we're speaking.
that man is so lost. Um,
Yes. I swear I was gonna
listen,
say that, but he's so confused, man,
listen. Like I saw the report that he talked to O'Reilly and Cole
about going back
about
to
going
WWE.
back, and they said no. They said, "Homie, first of all, they would just Like Bobby Fish is getting older, right?
Yeah,
He's been getting injured a lot, and it's not that he just he fucks up. It's just that he's getting older and he gets injured more easily. Like at CM Punk, he's older. His bones are more fragile. It's not that they just keep fucking up. It's just that they're getting older.
yeah,
Um, what were you gonna do in WWE? Like
yeah. If he would have
the
gone by himself,
man made a class. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
go
Like
there, just
you have three
wrestle.
matches. The fourth match, you hit the rope. Something like goes the wrong way. You're out for 6 months. Like it was just like if you look at his NXT career, most of the time,
He was out of
him
injury.
he was yeah
He was out of injury.
yeah.
Like it's insane. I think
So
that's
so I think it wasn't that because a lot of people were like, oh, that's fucked up. They didn't want to leave with him. It's not that they didn't. They just, I feel they did everything they could do there.
yeah, they were fine.
Undisputed Era coming back, I feel doesn't do much for WWE. Um, you know what I mean? Like, they've done everything. Now they're gonna just do it in the main roster.
And did the
Well,
same exact
You
thing.
gotta let Cole beat Reigns. You gotta let O'Reilly and Fish beat the Usos. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Like it's not gonna happen.
but it's not happening. Whatever they were gonna do with you, you would be facing Hit Row in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? They just right now, I just don't see where they would fit.
That
But maybe he does go back by himself. Maybe he goes and he's a vet on NXT and he puts over the young guys. You know what I mean? Let him make his money.
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he might be a coach. Let him be a
That
coach.
too.
He doesn't have
Be
to
a
wrestle
coach,
anymore.
homie.
If you
Yeah.
wanna just train these younger guys to not get hurt every so often, cool. Um,
Fish is gonna teach him that.
yeah.
I love Fish. Let me
Don't.
stop fucking with him. I love Fish. Again, like I said, it's just he's getting older. It happens. Look at Undertaker too. Got older. He
got
started doing part time, and
getting hurt every
he
time
was he
wrestled.
was he would heal all year for one night, and then again the
The
next night
next
go
year,
back and start healing for the next year. You don't want to go through that. You know what I mean? Like,
there's a point where you have to realize, like, okay, I'm done. There's no more. I get hurt
bro,
way more often than I win
yeah,
matches. I gotta stop and just chill for a little bit.
exactly, bro. I saw the Undertaker when they did like the thing on Netflix,
Yeah,
Netflix on the cock when they did the 5 or 10 episodes, whatever
the
it
last
was.
ride,
Yeah, last try. Felt fucking bad because I was one of those dudes that were like, "Yo, is Taker fighting this year?"
Yeah,
Then I felt bad because it was still healing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but it happens. But like you said, maybe he could be a coach or something. Hopefully, that doesn't hurt him getting signed. Them not coming over. You know what I mean? Because maybe it was a package deal, and that would kind of suck.
I mean that it would have, but the thing is, I think that with what they're doing now, I think I think he would rather much. I would, if I were Adam Cole, I would want to stay in AEW. Forget the friends of the Young Bucks and forget his girlfriend being there. He has a lot to prove over there. He could do a lot over
Bro.
there than he could probably do in the main roster right now.
Yeah, most
I'm not
definitely.
I'm not saying that he will never ever go back to the WWE.
No,
We could probably see him back there in 5 years from now. Who knows? But let him do his thing in AEW. He
exactly.
could do a but he can go up against so many people, win a lot of titles. There's a TNT championship. There's a Trios championship he can go after. There's the World Championship, which he's still trying to prove and win. So I think if I were Adam Cole, have him stay there. He doesn't have to leave. He
Yeah.
just got there a little bit over a year ago. He can chill. He's
It
fine there.
yeah, it just made a year, right?
Yeah, I think the beginning of this month.
Yeah, because he showed up at All Out.
Yeah, all out
He
of
just made a
yeah.
year, and he
Yeah,
was and
I think
four
just a
months in,
couple.
people were shitting about
Oh,
shitting
he's
on
getting
him about
lost. Yeah,
yeah, he's getting lost in the shuffle. It's 4 months, homie, and now the dude's injured. He's gonna come back
they'll
better than
find a place.
ever.
Yeah, they'll
He's
find
gonna
a
chill.
place for him.
I think they already got a place for him. I think he'll come in smoothly. Think all these guys that are injured right now, they got plans for them.
Of course. Like it's like we said this before. If they have no plans, even if they're not injured, they wouldn't put them on TV.
Exactly.
They'll have them chill. We still pay you. It's once a week. If we have something for you, we'll put you on TV. We'll have a match for you at some point.
Facts.
But it is what it is.
Right now we're
We'll,
chilling.
yeah, exactly. So at some point, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's I don't think Adam Cole and O'Reilly should leave. I get why they
Nah,
say O'Reilly because like oh he's a tag team person but he's a singles guy
he's a
too. He's not just
singles
a tag
guy.
team.
He's a
People
singles
don't know
guy.
about his
He's a
singles.
singles guy that's really good at tag team.
Exactly, he's a single. Exactly, people don't
Yeah.
know about his singles work. Look back at
Yeah.
his singles run before WWE, in Ring of Honor, New Japan. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows how to work by himself. He's done it in NXT when he split from Adam Cole. Look at that.
Yeah.
That pushed him even more. So if I were them, I would be fine if I'm Kyle O'Reilly too. They don't have to. He doesn't have to associate with Adam Cole.
Exactly.
Like even
Or
though
you
they had
just
their beef in
no.
NXT, it's like
They're gonna fight down the line though.
I think so. I think at some point they're gonna reunite, and then it'd be like, oh, do I trust you now? Fish is not here. Blah blah blah. It's like then something is gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
and then now
I think
Adam Cole's
that
gonna turn.
yeah, they're just gonna be two singles guys. I think down the road, I could see that in the title picture. That
Oh, of
rivalry.
course, of course,
Definitely
Eh,
see it.
of course. The next topic I wanted to talk about
What's up?
early Royal Rumble predictions. Royal Rumble is about what month is it right now? September. Should say 4 months. Wait, October. Yeah, 4 months from now.
Yeah.
Um, with both Royal Rumble matches happening around the end of January, all these people coming back, debuting from
Mhm.
NXT. Who do you think, as of right now, has the favorites of winning both the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches?
So we know who the favorite is overall, right? It's
Who
not
would
like
you
we
say?
have to guess. Cody is the most favorite
Yeah.
just because he's Cody, I guess. I don't know. A son of a plumber. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Um, do I want that? Couldn't. I
Not the
don't know.
best option. I mean,
I could see a lot of people winning this. One person who I would like to win it is Cross.
ooh, I wasn't gonna
I
say
like
Cross.
I like Cross a lot. I think he didn't get his full run in NXT. He didn't really get to like enjoy it. It was during the pandemic era.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They moved him up.
we
Look at
know how
what
that
they
went.
did to him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we know how
Look
that
at
went.
look what they did to him. He leaves, killing it again, comes back, still killing it, making now building up his name in the main roster. Has a strap match at Extreme Rules.
Hmm.
Um, I think that would be. I think him main event in Mania would be dope.
And
I think that match would be cool.
you gotta remember that this whoever wins the men's has to face Roman.
Yeah.
So there's no option. You can't really choose. It has to be Roman. So whether you say, "Oh, it's The Rock winning," blah blah blah, he's gonna
To
face
be
Roman Reigns.
honest,
Like I
what
don't
they
think it's The Rock.
should do this year, is have the Rumble for the belt.
Like for like both of them, or just for the WWE Championship? Because I would just put it for the WWE Championship. Like yo, just if
I
it's
don't
either
know. I don't know.
because
I would
if
say both.
you would say
Nah,
both,
I'm gonna say both. Yeah, I would
I
say
was
both.
I would
Why
just be
not?
no, I would have just been like, oh, I would vacate the WWE one, then just put it on the line so anybody can win it. So that way it would be fair. Because
I
like
think because you don't want to do that. They don't want to separate those belts.
I think Triple H does. I think Triple H wants to.
I don't know. He's not really showing. Really not showing like he's a brand splitting guy. If you could.
Yeah, like
watch
it
20
wasn't.
minutes of Roman on Raw and SmackDown every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say the belts are staying together. I think it would be cool for Roman to be like, listen, no one's beat me. I've beaten everybody. Talks his shit, does whatever. And then the I don't know, somebody comes out and just says, yo, let Triple H come out and tell him, you know what? Since you beat everybody already, let's just give everybody fair ground. Let's just give everybody fair ground. You will be number one of the Royal Rumble. And then you will have to defend your belt and win the Royal Rumble.
you have him win it.
No, you don't win it.
Who would you? Would that be Cross being your winner, or someone else winning it now? Because that would be a different answer if you're doing that one.
I would have Cross.
Okay, I
I would
didn't even
have
think about
Cross.
Cross to
I
be
would
honest.
have Cross. And I think that's where you set up your Mania match.
I was gonna say Seth to be my winner.
Okay.
Seth to be mine.
Okay.
Because like I said, like as I was saying before, like many people are expecting this Roman Reigns match at Mania to be against The Rock. And again,
Listen, I don't
if
know. Yeah, I don't know if it's happening like that.
yeah, because I get it, it's Los Angeles and the story would be great. Yes, I'm not saying it wouldn't,
They
but
are
no,
they are like putting the seeds down for it
yeah,
though.
yeah,
If
but
you noticed the promo he did last week.
yeah, and again, like if and like I said before, in order for it to be The Rock, he has to enter the Rumble and win it, which I don't see him doing. Unless if one of the titles was split up from Roman, it goes to somebody else before the end of the year, and then yeah, maybe
I
that
could
goes.
I could see I could see The Rock fighting Roman.
Oh, I do too, but I don't think it will because, like I said, if in order to make sense, he'll have to win the Rumble, which I don't see him doing.
You ready?
Go ahead,
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna
Are you
fantasy
ready?
book here. Ready? This is what you do. You want Rock and Roman. You want it to not be predictable. You need Roman to lose the belts. So what you do is you do the Royal Rumble for the belts. You have Roman defend it. You have Roman go through everybody, and then like around maybe 15, people start staying in the ring. You know what I mean? Like the first 10, easy. You know what I mean? Like he gets Gable, he gets small guys, just flies them out the ring.
Like Brock Lesnar, that one year.
Yeah, yeah. So you do that with him. Around 20, let's say The Rock's music hits, right? The Rock doesn't win the Royal Rumble either, though. But neither does Roman. Because you have The Rock do a double elimination. You have The Rock just go for a clothesline and go over with him. And then just keep beating the shit out of him. And you need security to break it up on the side. You have all the refs do the fucking wave and they
Yeah,
run down. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
they do the little separation. And it's just because he's disrespecting the elders of the family.
yeah.
Has nothing to do with the belt, has nothing to do with winning a match, has nothing to do with anything. Just because you're disrespecting the heritage and the traditions, I'm going to make sure you're not going into Mania as the champion because you don't deserve to be champion. And then that's how you get The Rock and Roman without it being predictable for a title. You get actual one-on-one
Singles
match.
match. Yeah, no
Yeah,
title on the line. Okay.
yeah. And then for the Royal Rumble, everybody's like, now it's a free for all because
Anybody can
now
go for that.
Roman's out, Champ's
Yeah,
out. There's still 10 people that gotta come out, and then that's when all the heavy hitters come in. That's when Cody comes in. That's when Cross comes in. That's when Drew comes in. You get all the heavy hitters. The
yeah.
last 10, Cross wins. Cross wins
Ooh.
by eliminating McIntyre. No, you know what? You have Cross win because you want him. You want him to kind of turn babyface, but not really.
Okay. You didn't want to mix it
So
better?
you have him. You have him eliminate. I'm trying to think who. Maybe
Seth.
Miz.
Seth.
Maybe Miz. Nah, Seth will get a reaction
Oh
because
yeah,
people will be rooting for Seth.
yeah. That's
So
true.
maybe like a Miz.
Do like a Braun Strowman. Like no one really
Yeah, who
cares about
gives a
Braun.
fuck about
Yeah,
Braun Strowman? Yeah, fuck Braun Strowman. Yeah,
yeah.
let him eliminate Braun Strowman, right? Boom. Confetti falls. We have a new champion. New champion.
I know where you're going. Your mind's
Awesome.
reading your mind.
Right?
Yeah,
Awesome. But now it's kind of like, cool, we have a champion, but like doesn't really like he doesn't really have a storyline with Miz because usually like it's the last two people and they'll kind of have like a storyline. Got
yeah,
no storyline there, and then bang, that's when it happens. Theory cashes in. You now have your main event set: Cross versus Theory. Uh, Not even a rematch, really just a first match, but Theory's now the champion going into Mania.
yeah.
And
I
now
was
you
gonna,
got Theory versus Cross, and now you can really do whatever the fuck you want with that.
I was gonna say the same thing, but with Drew McIntyre winning. I think that would be a
I can see that.
bigger deal because
Listen,
you said the same thing for Clash of Champions. That's a big deal for Drew since it was in his hometown. But
no,
if you
I
do
don't want
something,
Drew nowhere near the main event. If he's
that's what,
just gonna lose and sing at the end, I want him nowhere near the main event scene.
and they're gonna air this time again.
He could fight for the U.S. belt on the pre-show for all I care. He's not
Ooh,
touching the main event. I wish Gina was here so she could hear that.
yeah,
He is
yeah.
not touching the main
I'm
event
gonna clip
Mania.
this part. And I'm gonna show her.
Okay,
And be like, look at what Joel said about Drew
yo,
McIntyre.
because it's the truth. But I think that that's a way to get the Rock and Roman because I feel like Rock versus Roman for the belt, you kind of know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And if The Rock wins, you know somewhere down the line they're gonna have a rematch, and Rock's gonna have to lose because there's no shot he's staying here full time.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
at least you get Rock, Roman, the battle of the tribal chiefs, who is the young generation versus
New
the old
generation,
generation. You know what I mean? Like
and
tradition versus acknowledgement. You know what I mean? And shit like
yeah,
that you could do that now it doesn't make it predictable because now there's no belt tied to it.
and
And then
I agree with that. I mean, like it makes more sense to do it without a belt because like it's at the end of the day, we know who's walking in and walking out as champion.
yeah,
What's the story then? You know what I mean? Like
I I think
what
the
is there to be
story
hyped about if it's
what
gonna be
yeah, once I saw the promo that he cut on Friday, was it this Friday or last Friday that he was like, you listen to your elders, but now you listen to me. You don't
yeah,
listen to
because
them no more.
with the
Acknowledge me.
Solo
Yeah.
Sokoa thing, it's like the elders brought him in, it told me about him, and now he's here. I
And
like that when
that's
they
when
do
I
that. Yeah,
said, boop, this is definitely happening. And if it does, not definitely happening, but they're planting the seeds,
for it. Yeah,
hopefully,
and
hoping it
I'm
happens.
seeing a lot of on social media. Like not every big match does not need a championship
No.
for it.
And I
It doesn't
think
have
that
to
would
be attached.
it's gonna have Roman and Rock is gonna have the feel of Hogan and Rock.
Yeah,
Because and it's gonna have the same feeling as Cena and Rock. It's gonna be the new generation guy versus the older generation guy. Is he passing down the torch? You know what I mean? Like
exactly,
you got it.
exactly.
You got it right there. You just don't need the title attached to it. And this gets the title off of Roman, but he's not getting pinned. He's not losing. He's just getting eliminated. So, and he's getting eliminated by the guy he's gonna fight at Mania and beat.
And that's what I've always said about Roman. It's like he does not need to be pinned or submitted for.
No.
Make his That's a great way to do it. I would say elimination for a Royal Rumble. Um,
Yeah.
but make let's say that doesn't happen, right? Whenever he loses, make his match a triple threat match. We've never seen him in a triple threat match since winning the titles.
Now the
Maybe
only
he has,
now the
but
only way you would make it a triple threat is if you wanna not make the guys look strong. Because I feel like whoever pins Roman is gonna just be the next like
you
guy
don't
that's
have
up
to pin
there.
Roman. That's the thing.
Yeah, but come on, you need Roman because you know right after Mania, right? If they do this the way that I'm setting it up, you know down the line Roman's getting a rematch.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And he would have to lose that match to get him out of the title picture for a little bit. He's held the belt for 2 years now. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
almost for a good while.
That's the thing. You keep him outside of the TV for a while. Maybe get him off TV for a year. Give him that break. He
I don't
put
know
in the
about a
work
year, but I think like
for a while. I was
what I
just
thought
putting
was
out a
maybe
time frame.
SummerSlam Survivor Series. Maybe that's when
Okay.
you bring him back
Yeah.
around there.
So you give someone else an opportunity, and then
Yeah.
you give him back the belt, have him hold it for like another year, let him lose it, and then
Then you got
I
so many people to play with because now Theory's champion, right? If
yeah,
if it all goes to plan, Theory's champion till Mania. Now you got 2 months to play with. Of okay, you cheated your way in. You're kind of gonna get punished for it,
yeah,
and then that's when we get all the big matches for Theory, and Theory's really gonna prove himself, and this is what's gonna make people want to see him in the main event of Mania Fighting Cross, because throughout the months from Royal Rumble to Mania, he will get into mini rivalries, nothing crazy. Um, AJ Gargano, Ciampa, all the smaller guys.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Smaller guys that haven't been in the title picture in a while. Now
hmm
they could because Theory's champion.
And I loved his match and feud with Pat McAfee for last year's Mania. But I
Wow.
think
Yeah.
Austin Theory needs like I don't want to say that I don't want to be that guy that says he needs to go up against like a legit wrestler. Like just put him against somebody who has been here and been wrestling every week on Raw. You know what I mean?
I think him and
It's like
AJ for
yeah, I was gonna say him or Gargano would be his first
yeah,
like be WrestleMania feud next year. That would be a
exactly.
great and have Theory win. Have him
Yeah,
being clean in the ring, not like something like where he cheats to win or like someone attacks
exactly.
him.
Yeah.
Just have him, pin him cleanly. So that
Yeah.
way it's
He
like,
needs
oh
to
shit,
win.
he
He,
actually
he
did.
needs to win clean sometimes. You can't just have him cheating all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I get it. Like it's a heel thing.
it's a heel thing, but then you just don't believe in the guy anymore. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? It's like,
I get it. He can't win a match at all.
yeah,
Like make him believe, like you said, make him believe that he can be a legit superstar and a threat to the main event instead of
he's a legit threat. That was the word I was looking for.
yeah,
Threat.
instead of like right now I don't think he's gonna it's making it seem like Theory can't beat Roman. Make it believable. Make him pin AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Make him pin Drew McIntyre. Maybe have him. No,
I don't know
I
about
forgot
I don't know
Survivor
about
Series was in War Games, but I was gonna say have him be the one to pin every single person in Survivor Series. If they have to throw in
that would have been sick.
like maybe they'll throw in one Survivor Series match not in War Games this year. Maybe
It
that would
might.
be it. Um, because like I know we talked about it last week, but War Games is only one men's, one women's. Doesn't mean the rest of the matches
Which
won't
I
be
think
five
there
on
should
five.
only be one. I don't need one for both.
They most
You know
likely
what I
are
mean?
though, but they
No,
most likely
yeah,
are.
most definitely. But you really just need one War Games match. You don't have to do two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but it's like they've always done that. I guess they're trying to continue the pattern of like one and one.
I guess so.
But
I just hope it just doesn't start feeling
whoever
forced
has the
after a
better
while because
storyline,
like
yeah,
yeah, because like if you keep doing one and one, that means you gotta keep building like every year a 4-4, 5-5 team. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And that's like kind of annoying. Like just do one. What like I said, whoever deserves the storyline, give it to them.
yeah,
I know it's gonna be bloodline, but Judgment Day should be getting this War Games match. Won't happen, but it should because it would be dope because then you even got Rhea in there. You know what I mean? You got a
yeah,
woman in there. You got another woman for the other two. You get Beth. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's
yeah.
easy. Come on. You know, down the line, we're getting Edge and Beth versus Rhea and somebody from Judgment Day.
Dominic,
We know it's happening. You
yeah,
know what I mean? We
it's
know
probably gonna happen. Yeah,
it's
and it's probably gonna be at Saudi Arabia, but hey,
it's gonna be at what?
Crown Jewel.
I forgot about that shit. When
I
is that?
think it's in November.
That's
I don't.
Logan and Roman.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Let's see this real quick. Crown Jewel.
But yeah, what were we talking about? We were talking about the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Trying to backtrack. Yeah, and
So
then
you said Rollins.
I think Rollins deserves that. I think yes, he's been losing, but I would say I would have him win, have him go on a winning streak again. It's not the end of the world. He can win at Extreme Rules again. He could have a match at Saudi Arabia, win that match. Have a match at Day One, win that match, and then entering Royal Rumble, it could be believable.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean, it's believable with Rollins.
yeah, but it's like
Rollins,
it's and then if he walks into Rumble with losing again, it'd be like, oh, he's a losing streak, he's not gonna win it, blah blah blah. And then it's like now it
that's the
gives people a
turnaround.
reason, yeah. But then now you even a reason. It's like it could think of Royal Rumble, anything you can do anything to win. Yeah, it's elimination, but it's like you can like accidentally eliminate somebody and win.
Yeah,
You could eliminate yourself by accident, and then that happened.
which has happened, but yeah,
Yeah. But then it's like, yeah, stuff like that can happen. So it's like, it's not like you had to, you know, be Roman Reigns, to win it. It could be like a fucking, no, it's never going to happen in a million years, but like it could be an R-Truth in the Royal Rumble at
yeah,
30. It's just the Royal Rumble. It's how it goes. But yeah, I do think I do want it to be Seth, but as long as they build it up correctly, though, so that way it's not like, oh, Seth's been losing, he doesn't deserve it, blah blah blah.
yeah.
But it's like it's Seth Rollins, man. Like, what do you? He's won a Royal Rumble, I
But
think,
that's the
29.
point. But that's the point of Royal Rumble. I feel like you could go on a losing streak and then win the Rumble, and it's like, whoa, it's turning around for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Rollins is just tough because he lost like what 8 months in a row at every pay per view.
Yeah,
Finally got a win.
and I hope that continues.
He's not winning that. He's not winning the pit.
Who knows? Never say never.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't. They should at least. You should give that one to Riddle.
That's a cool man. I love that fight pit match. It was cool when they brought it to NXT.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that they brought it back. And it's like,
Nah,
oh,
fight pit. What paper?
it was at NXT.
Yeah, but hold on, I gotta look it up.
Did they always have fight pit before? Was that like a new?
Yeah, I forgot what it was called though. I don't know if it was called a fight pick, a fight pit. It was. Oh no, I gotta look it up right now. But yeah, when they announced that, that's kind of like Matt Riddle's match now, right?
Yeah, that's like his thing.
Because how many have they had in NXT? Was it
I
just
think it was
one?
only two. I think it was two. I think it was what was his face? Oh man, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Timothy Thatcher.
Thatcher, yeah.
And then he competed in twice. It was him against Riddle, then him
That's
against
what. Okay,
Champa.
it wasn't called the fight pit. Okay, it was called the Lions Den match,
The line, yes, that's what it was.
which is
Yes, the same thing.
kind of the same thing. But yeah, that's crazy because uh, fun fact about the Lions Den is you had to buy a separate ticket to see that match
Like, what do you
because
mean separate ticket?
it was in
It was not.
MSG.
When
It was in
when did it take place?
this was SummerSlam '98. Yeah, the one in MSG. Yeah, '98. So the ring was set up regular MSG, like always. The stage had it was the stage with the gate. I don't know if you've seen that setup. It's like a red background, and the gate would open, and then that's how they would enter.
Yes, yes.
So
Like
that
the Royal
was
Rumble in
SummerSlam.
2008, like that one.
Yeah, they used that one too. Yeah, but
Yeah,
this was like an actual gate. Like you
gate.
could see
Okay,
them walking. The gate would open, and
okay,
then they would walk out. So the Lions Den match also happened in MSG, but it happened in the theater. So you
okay.
had to. So I think you had to buy an extra ticket for the theater
Damn.
to watch the match,
Because I know
unless you were watching it on the screen above.
I know in NXT it was I think it was
Wasn't
with
it?
Champa. It was like it wasn't in the actual. It was in the same performance center, but it
Yeah,
was like not in the ring. It was like in a different part of the performance center.
yeah. But
Obviously,
wasn't
you're
it
right
during
there, but
COVID?
it was yeah. That's what I was saying. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
that's what they did in the same place, but it was like not in the ring. You had to like look in a different angle to watch it,
yeah,
which was still. I think that they might do that. That'd be cool if they did it again because that looks like a big ass structure to build and to take off.
yeah. I wonder
'Cause
where
it's
they're gonna do it.
because it's not like a steel cage where they could just
You
drop
could
it.
drop it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
And if
like you
they
have
do,
to
that's
put
gonna
it
be
together.
stupid if they just put a cage around the ring because that's a cage match
Because yeah,
in
it's
a
a
fight
they
pit.
have that little thing that you can walk
The
around
little,
on
yeah,
top.
the
Yeah,
circle, yeah.
the better. That's the
But
beauty
that's
of
what I'm
it.
saying. I don't know where they're gonna do it
That's exactly. I
because
think they might have a place. I think they might have a place to do it. You know where they usually do those pre-show panels. Those
yeah, that's
y-
gonna take a lot of space.
yeah, but like it's better than having to build it up and remove it, and then you know it looks like a pain in the ass to build and put together.
That shit looks like a bitch to
It
build.
does.
That shit look
It
like
does.
they probably say, "Yo, we're doing the fight pit," and the fucking team that build shit was probably like,
Fuck.
"Fuck
Like, no, we better
this."
get paid more for this
Are
shit.
you dead ass? I thought we were done with this. I thought this
Yeah.
was just a pandemic thing.
For
You're
real.
telling me I gotta go to Orlando, pick up the fight pit, and then travel with it to
To
Philadelphia,
Philadelphia.
build that shit, let the match take place, then take it down, put it in a truck, and head back to Orlando.
Yeah, it looks like a. Yeah, it
Because I
looks like a.
doubt they travel with that all the time.
I don't think so. I think they have it safe somewhere because they barely do it. Like,
Has
you
to
don't
be.
need to have that.
I wonder if they still got the setup from the Lions Den.
Let me look it up so I can see what it looks like.
How what the Lions Den?
Yeah.
I love that match. They did so. Have you ever watched the match?
No.
Another
Let
one
me.
goes on the list.
Oh, the
So
Ken Sham. Oh, that one.
Shamrock
Okay, I've
versus
seen it.
Owen
Yeah,
Hart.
I've seen this.
Okay.
I've seen it. It's like it's more of an octagon or circle. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely seen this.
Well, yeah, it worked because UFC was big at the time. Was not even big, but was starting to pop off. He was like the first crossover athlete. Nobody talks
Yeah,
about that. That Ken Shamrock was one of the first MMA
that
guys
is.
to jump
Yeah,
to wrestling
that is
in
true.
America. In America.
Yeah, but yeah,
And
I definitely seen it
actually
before.
was like good. He
Yeah,
was good in the ring. I always liked Ken Shamrock. But they did a lot of cool matches with this rivalry. They did the Lions Den. They did a match in the dungeon, in the Hart family dungeon.
yeah,
Yeah, they did some
yeah.
cool stuff.
I've definitely seen this before. It's not. Like, I've definitely seen it.
Have you seen the dungeon match?
That one I haven't seen. I've seen pictures and like small highlights of it, but I've never seen the full thing. But I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I know because
What a,
I heard a lot about it, but I never actually seen it. We gotta write this down, bro. Because
no,
I
that's
definitely gotta do it.
like
Yeah,
I said, another one on the list
yeah,
because that match is so like so funny. And I think they did the Lions Den twice.
ooh,
Yeah,
twice.
it was Owen Hart, and then in '99 he did it against Shamrock. I mean Shamrock. He did it against Blackman, Steve Blackman,
Okay, okay, okay.
and the
Makes sense.
ref the ref was just on top. I always love that the ref just he's walking in a circle just watching. Like,
Yeah,
what are we
yeah,
doing? But yeah, you see another one gets added to the list, bro.
yeah. Definitely gotta watch that. We gotta watch
Oh
that.
yeah.
So now for the women's Royal Rumble match. Who do you have winning this year? That's up in the air, in my opinion. That one's up in the air.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
I'm a big Dakota person, so I would say Dakota.
Ooh, I was gonna say Bailey, but I was like, if she's gonna win the
I think
championship soon,
Bailey's had the belt.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She might get the belt soon. So if not her, the next person I'm thinking of is Raquel Rodriguez. That's the best. That's my first.
Bro,
The first thought is Raquel Rodriguez.
to win the Rumble.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could also
if not Rhea Ripley.
see. I, yeah,
Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
yeah. I could see. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. If you want, you need that match at Mania.
Raquel and Rhea Ripley. Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely talked about that. Yeah. Remember.
One of them going in as champion, of course, and then one of them winning the Rumble. I think you give.
I think give
I think you
Rhea the
give.
belts.
You give Raquel the Rumble win.
Yeah.
I like that.
Then it makes sense because then it kind of like
Maybe
it's one of those Royal Rumble victories that like you kind of are not expecting to happen, but it's like, oh shoot, it's happening. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, I don't know if I
no,
explained
I
that
feel
well.
you. I
It's
feel
like
you.
you don't realize it's about to happen, like that match
So
is
like,
about to happen until they actually win the Rumble.
yeah.
Um,
And you're like, yo,
it ties into the storyline too,
buckle up.
because like so there's some moments where like someone wins the Rumble and it's like, oh wait, this person's a champion,
Yeah.
like, and then it's like now they can face each other. It's cool.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so like I know there were moments I can't think of it at the moment, but there were moments where I thought of that, like, oh shoot, this person won, and that person's a champion. Oh man. But
There's
yeah,
been a couple. There's
yeah,
been a couple that you'd be like, oh shit, I forgot.
this person was a
Yo, we're
champion.
getting this match. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so
Hell
I
yeah. You'd be
think
like,
that
oh
could be a
shit.
moment because then if you remember, if you were an OG Black and Gold NXT and you know that they had history together, and you know they had beef. So
Yep.
it's like, would you want to see that rivalry again? Hell yeah, I wouldn't
Hell
mind.
yeah.
They had a
You
banger of a match that
and
one
you
time.
and like we said, you build them up as monsters.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be ridiculous. And
it's gonna be unpredictable to walk in as you don't know who's gonna win. You don't
yeah,
know who's gonna,
exactly. And it would be a fun ass match.
it would be.
I'm telling you, two monsters against each other. You can hype that. That could be the main event of night one. We
Oh hell
talk,
yeah,
yeah.
oh, hell yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would not be mad at that
Me
because they
neither.
could both go.
They could. They could.
I like that. And then I forgot what we said for the other women's belt, but that would be the highlight.
Of course.
Oh,
Who
we
would?
talked about Ronda and Shayna. We talked about
Oh yeah, Shane. Yeah.
a lot of other stuff that could happen with
Where?
the other belt.
Where?
But the rivalry that matters that should main event night one, Rhea and Raquel.
What would you have? You said Rhea and Ronda and Shayna. But speaking of Shayna, where's Shayna at, man? Where is this at? Where's she at?
She got left in Saudi.
No, they told the wrong. Like, hey, Shayna, Saudi's coming up
Right?
next
That's
week.
where
You wanna
she right? That's where they fought. Where did they fight? Her and Liv. What pay-per-view was that?
SummerSlam? Was
It
it
was
SummerSlam?
SummerSlam?
No, that was Ronda. Wait, wait. Where did they fight?
Was it in Saudi? No, not Saudi. Wales. It was in the Clash of the
Clash
Castle.
the Castle. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah,
left her ass in the
I forgot.
UK. They
Yeah,
said, "Yo, go have some tea. We'll pick you up. We'll tell you when the flight's about to
we'll
leave." And
tell
they
you when
just
the next
left
pay
her
per view
ass.
is.
And they left her ass.
No, I think
Yeah,
what's
I
gonna
don't know when.
happen. I think what's gonna happen is that I think she might have a play in next. We're gonna talk about it more next week, anyways. But I think she's gonna have play a part in Ronda Rousey's match at Extreme Rules. Because
Ooh,
like I think
are
people
you
forgotten.
giving us a little taste of your prediction?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get further into it, but like Shayna Baszler is gonna be involved. I'll
Uh
explain more next
oh.
week. But yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I feel like that's part of the reason why they haven't seen her in a while. It's like, okay,
Yeah, maybe to forget about her.
yeah, yeah, but I think she's a Triple H person. She's a Triple H person. He wouldn't just leave her on the shelf for no reason. He was the one that built her up as a monster in NXT. I
Yeah.
think he knows how to treat her right. I think he knows what to do with her. To him, she's not like some random
No,
person that slides to
she
the
should have
roster.
been champion 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
come on, man. So hopefully it happens soon.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if she won the Rumble.
I would love that for her.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. It's something
Yeah,
that I would get. I would be happy. I would be so
I'd be
happy at
down with
that.
that. You could give me Raquel and Rhea some other way.
Exactly.
Give it
Doesn't
to me through
that
number
that
one
match
contendership and shit like that.
that can also be not for the championship as well. That could be
Very
not for a championship.
very true. Very true. But I think I don't know. That's a tough one
Unless
because
because
it doesn't need to be for a belt.
but
I think the
what
first
I
clash has to be though. The first
oh
clash
yeah,
has to be. I think
oh yeah, of
because
course.
I
I
think
mean,
that's
but
good. That rivalry is not gonna be a one and done. That's
because
gonna
like
like
yeah,
be here and there
I
because they're
get
the only
why,
two big women that are monsters.
and
So
then
they're gonna
yeah,
cross each other's paths here and there.
and like I
But
think a lot of people don't remember the rivalry or don't know about it because maybe a lot
no,
of people weren't fans of NXT at that time. But I
reintroduce
think
it.
exactly that's the best way to do it is put the
Yep.
title on one of them, make it at Mania, and then be like, oh shit, this is cool, and then bring up the rivalry they had at NXT so that people can go back and watch it and be like, oh shoot, this was actually a pretty good match. They'll
Exactly.
understand it, then they know why, and they can continue from there.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree with that one. They could have made the first match a championship match,
Exactly. The
but then
first one at
eventually,
Mania they clash. It's for the belt, and then after that you don't need the belt. You
yeah,
can really just do it based off we don't fuck with each other.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That would be great. That's literally it right there. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Shayna Baszler. I think
I'm not mad at that pick.
yeah, it's perfect. She needs to get her reign back. I don't know why um don't know why they just have her written off and then not mentioned again on the one championship match.
Facts.
So it's like I don't know. I don't know. They had to have something planned for her. Triple H wouldn't just throw in a championship picture and then throw it back out. It's nothing. he would have a reason to bring him
Hopefully
back.
not. Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Who did you say who you had winning for an early prediction for the women's rumble?
I said Dakota,
Oh, Dakota.
but I'm. I don't know. There's a lot with the women. I feel it's more up in the air. I think
Yeah,
both of them are more up in the air, but I think the men's have like
they usually
their
give a clear picture.
favorites.
Yeah, they usually
Yeah,
have a clear
like
picture. But
the dude's not even on TV, and we kind of have a clear picture of who's gonna win.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's one
yeah.
of those. But the women is really like up in the air. Plus, Candice came back. Who
Oh
knows? Maybe throw
yes,
her in there.
I love Candace.
Were you excited when you saw her?
Yes, I had a feeling she was gonna come back. I feel like that was
You
expected.
knew she had to come
But
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I was excited. I saw her name. I was like, yes, thank you for coming back. I was excited. I was pretty excited, and it didn't feel real, but it was still cool to have her see her back. I saw her name. I was
yeah.
like, wow. Like I knew like, it was like a given to me that she was coming back, but I was still pretty hyped. I was still pretty hyped about it. I'm
I
glad she
feel
came
you.
back.
Yeah. No,
I'm
yeah.
glad she
She
came back.
she got to do her thing again.
Nikki Cross took her mask off. I think no more superhero shit.
Thank
Um,
God. They,
almost not superhero anymore. Um,
hopefully, that'd be dope.
and I
Hopefully,
hope she goes back to fucking crazy Nikki. Please, I'm gonna go crazy myself if she
she
doesn't go back
needs
to
to.
crazy.
She needs to because that's what worked best for her.
That was
I
her
don't
best
know.
time.
Fucking WWE just like trying shit out a superhero. Nikki Ash.
She, you know
I'm
what,
I'm not gonna miss this era for her.
you know what I forgot about.
What?
She was women's champion. She was a Raw Women's Champion for what? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month maybe, the
Yeah.
most. I forgot about that,
I
and
forgot about it though just now when you
and
said it.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, but she was memorable," but y'all forgot about it anyways. Like, y'all probably sure people watching this have probably forgot about it too. You know what I mean? It's
I'm
like
not.
it's not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I
I'm not.
forgot about that
I'm not
shit.
trying to shit on Nikki. Yes, it just didn't.
It
People
was
forget
just a
about it.
choice that they made.
Yeah. I'm glad they're going. I hope they go back to Crazy Nikki because I want to see that crazy
That's what
person running
works.
around. Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's
That's what
different
works.
and it works exactly. And I want to see that Nikki back so badly,
Facts.
please.
They need
This
to.
and yeah, I'm glad it's coming back. And then whole the do job has to be next. Change her name back to Piper Niven. She
Don't
deserves
even.
that shit because she's been killing it too. But the name itself, it's like that doesn't make sense. What is the do?
Dewdrop.
I know we looked it up
I don't
once, but
know.
it's like what the
We
fuck is a
did
do?
look it up. I forgot how
Yeah.
it was, but yeah, we did look
Yeah,
it up.
we looked it up once, but I forgot what it was, and it's like, I
Exactly. Not memorable.
yeah, I don't even know what that. Like seriously, what who? I wonder what
Whose
the
idea was
yeah.
that?
I wonder. I want to know like what the thought process of during that creative meeting that was like, dude, drop. That's the name. Like fucking who thought of that shit?
Yo,
Like what was the conversation like that got to that point of like, oh, dude, drop, good name. Like I don't know
timeout.
what happened.
I we looked this up. I feel like we did, right?
I think so. Why is it
What
coming at you
website
now?
is it? Thesportster.com says dewdrop refers to a woman who is sexually attracted to other women, whether
Huh?
they be a lesbian or bisexual. I
What?
don't remember that being the definition for it. Then it says, interesting enough, how do you say her name? Neven?
Piper Nevin.
Yeah. Came out as bisexual in 2019. So it's a very real good chance that that's why she was dubbed the name Dewdrop on Raw.
I did not know that. I didn't know she was
That's
bi.
a terrible reason to give somebody a name change.
I don't know if that's like a.
But like, oh yeah, wow.
We're gonna.
Nice.
I,
You're bisexual, gonna call you Dewdrop. Nice. Like
I'm even
what?
more confused. Like, why would you give her that name? Like, why would you? Did she agree on that? Like, was she part of that
But,
name?
but
If she thought of it herself, that's fine. But if like
good for her.
yeah, like I don't know if that's.
Maybe they don't even know the definition. Maybe somebody just said, you know what, call it fucking
It
Dewdrop.
sounds cool. It sounds. They probably
Wow, I
thought it was
can't
like a
believe some.
random.
Imagine. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay. I don't remember that being the definition, but cool.
Hmm.
Okay. They
Okay, who
found
has
out why they named Do Drop. I
yeah,
guess. I
I guess
guess.
so.
Okay.
I don't know
That
what to
was
say.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let's move
think.
on. Let's move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So who else's name is name change here? Um,
Gunta. Shout out to
Gunther. Oh
Gunta.
God, Gunther.
Now you can't say Gunther. You
Gunther.
can't call the guy
No,
Gunther.
I
It's
love
Gunta.
and the thing is to Imperium, all three of them need name changes. But the way that the regular ring announce guy says it before he comes out, I don't know what he says half the time, but he says it pretty cool.
Wait, who?
The guy who's introduces him,
Oh, from Imperium.
yeah, Imperium,
Yeah.
not the ring
Yeah.
announcer, but
No,
Imperium.
and he says Gunta, right?
Yeah, he says it.
Well, he
Yeah,
says Gunta.
he says. I don't know how he says it, but he says it so cool.
It's
I
something
want his
that
accent.
it ends with t. It's
Yeah,
not
ta, Gunta,
the. It's not Gunther.
Gunta.
You don't hear the in the end. He said
Yeah,
the
I gotta.
like Gunta or Gunta. He
I
says
don't.
it.
Yeah,
I
but he says
forgot if
it
it's. I don't
smoothly.
know if it's gun or goon,
I think it's. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good
but it's
point.
not fucking Gunther.
Yeah,
There's
ends in the
no
A. Ends in
way
the.
you're telling me this guy's name is Gunther and he's out here slapping the shit out of people's chests. There's no way your name you went into the process to say, you know what's his name now? Gunther.
Gonna.
No.
I'm joking.
Gunther, Gunter, that I'll take. Not Gunther. Stop
Gunther.
it.
It's spelled Gunther though. It's Gunther. That's how you spell it. But they pronounce it with an A, like Gunther.
Gunther.
Yeah,
I'm
but
down with that
Gunther.
Gunther. And you always gotta do that. You can't just say Gunther.
Gunther.
You
Yeah.
gotta do Gunther.
Yeah, but
Put a little
that
bass in your voice. Gunther.
yeah, you gotta say it
Some
with the chest.
passion,
Yeah, with
some
the
meaning.
chest. Yeah.
Yeah. Say what your
Say
chest.
yeah. But yeah, I the way like his introduction
I'm
in
fine with
person
his
says it.
name now. It's whatever.
I think I'm used to it too.
I
I think
still
I'm
call
used
him
to it.
Walter. I gotta catch myself. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, again, same here. Like I think I catch myself saying Walter, but it's like you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know who
Like
I'm
you can
fucking.
call him either name, and I'll be like,
And don't be that guy. That's not his name.
yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
you know what I'm talking
You
about.
know who I'm talking
Talking to
about.
me.
There's no other wrestler in the world that their name is just Walter. If I'm talking
Exactly.
about Walter, you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Like,
Don't do
what
the
if you're a wrestling fan?
it's
I'm
not his
guaranteed.
name no more.
If you're a wrestling fan, I guarantee you don't know anybody else named Walter or Gunther. So if you even if you call me Walter, you know it's a wrestler.
I wish I knew somebody named Gunther. Because
That's
I would
that.
just Gunther. I would fuck with them
Yeah.
OD.
That is so true.
That's a
But yeah,
far yo. Gunther's just you got Gunther.
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 It's just
That's
fun to
dope.
say.
That's dope. I'm gonna name my kid
I just
that.
love saying the
Gunther.
name. I just love saying the name. That's a great wrestler, but I just love saying the name.
I'm telling you, if
Gunther.
I ever have a kid, that's the name. Gunther. Gunther.
Hey, Dad,
7
why you name me
pounds, 5
Gunther?
ounces.
Yeah, 7
Gunther.
pound. And then like
Gunther.
on his like the birth certificate, it's just one name. No,
Gunther. Nothing
Gunther.
else.
Like last name, sir? No, thank you.
I don't have one.
Just Gunther. Yeah, I don't have one either.
I don't have one.
I don't either. So it's gonna name him one name? Yeah, one name only. Gunther.
Yeah.
And you
That's
get
like in what's
so
it
his
called?
name is
Superbad where he's like, what's your name? McLovin.
Vin.
And is that your
It's either
first or
that or
last?
Muhammad.
What happened?
It's either that or
Oh, you know,
Muhammad. Yeah.
read a
It's like
fucking
that or
book.
Muhammad.
Read a fucking book for once. Gosh.
Yeah, like I got his driver's license. Is like McLovin. Like what's your
McLovin,
last?
I've all names. And then that was it. There was no first name,
There was no
no
last name.
last name. And then that's what the cop says. He's like,
Uh,
just McLovin.
yeah.
Like it's just
McLovin.
Gunther.
Yeah,
Just Gunther.
Gunther. You gotta make the doctor say it too the right way. Like what's his name? Gunther.
Oh,
Like okay,
Gunther. No, Gunther.
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 But it says with the ER. No, you gotta say it with an A, buddy.
Hey, Gunther. Don't hit we don't hit the ER out here.
It's like you write it out like Google says it, like the how you pronounce each syllable.
Oh yeah, back.
It's like G, and then
he's gonna have to put that
uppercase
shit.
UN.
He's gonna just put that shit on his chest. First day of school. Gunther.
You gotta bring him around everywhere with him. It's like everywhere you go.
What's his name? Gunther.
And
I'm like, take it easy, bud. Relax. You don't have to scream.
like all capitals, like Gunther.
Gunther. Ain't
And
no
then
ain't no lowercase his name. Ain't no bitch. Ain't no bitch up here. All
Uh,
caps.
but did we? Was it you
You
that I
put
was
all
speaking that with? Like, just naming
about
someone
what?
like all capitals and like just screaming someone's name. Maybe
No,
someone else. I don't know.
no.
But
But
yeah,
every
I,
time
I
I
I forgot
every
what.
time I
But
read something in caps, all caps,
you're just
I read
screaming.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mind is screaming.
Yeah. And
Like
wasn't Walter's name all caps?
yeah.
Yeah. Then
So
they
is
gotta screaming. He's gone.
water.
Walter.
Yeah, water.
uh,
Nah, yo, best moment at NXT UK was the moment where
he
was
debuted
it what's up?
when he debuted.
Nah, not even that. When Undisputed Era showed up and
Oh
attacked Imperium
yes.
to like set up for Worlds Collide, but like
Yeah.
no one knew it was coming. Like
Yeah.
it was like a surprise. I was
Yeah.
like,
It
this is
was.
fucking dope.
So was the Walter thing though. No one knew that was
Yeah,
coming,
no
even
one
though
knew
he
that
was
was
signed,
happening.
but no one
Yeah,
knew it happened.
but no one knew he was showing up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That was a big moment.
Yeah.
Wow, they NXT UK was killing it. No
It
one was
was.
showing them love.
I think
And
the
then
pandemic slowed him down, but it was like,
pandemic really slowed them down, and then all the stories about the wrestlers coming out. That's why they're
yeah.
getting rid of the UK so that
I hope NXT.
they get rid of the name NXT UK. That's why now it's gonna be NXT Europe.
I hope it's the same vibe because and I hope they go back to going in crowds because that vibe before COVID hit with the NXT UK was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I watched NXT UK religiously, pretty
yeah,
much.
because they were fucking killing
They
it.
were
They were having good ass shows, and not
exactly.
only takeovers, good ass TV shows. And again, how long was it? An
It was
hour.
hour long, an
So
hour long.
hour long. You didn't get tired of nobody. You didn't see everybody every week. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that is true.
I remember for a while that we were supposed to get NXT UK, and then it just didn't happen for a while. Do you remember that?
I think so. It was like there was like 2 years
Like
ready to go.
yeah, because they like signed a whole bunch of UK guys, but like they never really announced
It was like
anything.
yeah, it was like every so often to have an event in the UK, and then it was like it would be on the network, and then nothing happened. Then they eventually moved to the network for one other television show, and then they just took off from there.
Yeah, and then I remember they announced it the night after Mania 33
30,
at SmackDown. They had like all the guys come out on the stage, like not all of them, but they had like the main guys. They had Bate, Trent,
Pete
fuck,
Dunne.
who else came out? Dunn came out. Yeah, so like I think there was like 4 or 5 of them. I can't remember all of them that came out, but they like announced they were like they're working on a new show for the network, NXT UK, and then everybody was like, "Oh, you've been saying this for years now." And then like a couple
Yeah,
months later, it finally debuted. They did their little tournament, which was, I still think, one of the best tournaments
yeah,
WWE has had in recent years.
yeah.
Cruiserweight
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 classic.
classic was cool, a fun time, awesome time. But the UK tournament, I think, got it
Couldn't
over
compare.
them.
Yeah,
I think it was personally. I think also because they just did it in 2 days, and
that
that
was
was
all
it.
2 days.
Yeah, I believe it was a 2-day event. Because I
Wow,
remember,
thought
I
it was
think
longer.
it was back to back because I remember the end of the first day. That's when they had them all on the stage, and they were like, "Oh yeah," and that's when Pete Dunne, punched the shit out of I forgot who it was, and then
William Regal.
him
Yeah,
and Regal got in each other's faces, and
yeah.
then the next night I think was the final. But
Wow.
yeah, I think it was 2 days. That was it.
Wow, I didn't know
But
that.
that was a crazy ass tournament. Good ass
It was.
matches.
It
The
was.
crowd was hot through it all. Shout out
Yeah.
to UK, man.
And
Hopefully
I'm excited.
they when they start up NXT Europe, it has the same vibe to it.
I hope so.
Or even a better vibe because now they're gonna be traveling. It's gonna be
Oh
everybody
yeah,
from Europe. You know what I mean? So
exactly. So it's not just one specific part of it; it's just all over
and you could do takeovers that with
different countries.
exactly.
Ooh,
It's kind of different parts.
that would be awesome. That would be great.
That'd be fucking sick. Not gonna lie.
It would be. Yeah, yeah. I guess we could wrap it up there.
Yeah.
We could end up the episode. Episode 91 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast. Hope you all enjoyed that episode.
Yes,
I'm Nick,
sir.
your host. With me is my co-host Joel. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on all our platforms. Leave a like and comment on this YouTube video if you're watching us on YouTube. And we will see you guys next time.
Catch you.